How's it going, guys? Today we're going to talk about collagen. Before I get started, if you'd like to know more about me, you can go to fitbodywork.com. I'm a massage therapist, athletics coach, and I do online training and in-clinic work as well. All right, so collagen. This came up recently. I was talking to one of my older clients, a 63-year-old competitive basketball player, and he has this patellar tendon issue that is just not healing. It's a very tough area on the body. It's made for impacts, and he has no history of traumatic injury. And so what I think is happening is he's low on collagen, and he plays every day, and his body is not able to heal that before the next day when he goes and re-injures it. So I think he's just re-injuring it. So we have the collagen talk, and the collagen talk is something I have a lot with my clients. And so collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body. It is what makes up our tendons, ligaments, fascia, skin. It's everywhere. As a molecule, it is a building block. It's a tetrahedral molecule, and how I explain it to people is just think like that DNA double helix and picture a triple helix that's just straight. And that kind of gives you a sense of how how much of a building block this thing is. There's 19 amino acids in collagen, that's a lot, but there's 3 big ones, and that's gonna be glycine, proline, hydroxyproline. And there is no vegan source of collagen. There's only 2 sources. Endogenous, when our body produces it, and exogenous, when we eat an animal product that has collagen in it from that animal. And so anytime you see vegan collagen, it is just going to be those amino acids, and most likely just those 3. I'm not aware of any vegan collagen at all, not even seaweed, beans, anything like that. It does not exist except in animals. Our body's endogenous production of collagen drops rapidly after our 20s. And so someone in their 60s might have 10% of the collagen production that they did in their 20s. As an important of a protein as that is in the human body, that's going to have an impact. And so I primarily see this in 2 people. My older athletes, who their production's dropped, and I have the talk with them about supplementing and getting more in their diet. And I also see it in some of my younger athletes. For some reason, it's kind of these 20 and 30-year-old women who are vegans. I've gotten quite a few of these where we're seeing a tendon issue or ligament attachment issue that just isn't healing. And their collagen production is already dropping in their late 20s. And then they have no exogenous sources coming in. And so I say to my vegans, if there is one place to make an exception, it's going to be collagen. So we're going to talk about a grass-fed collagen peptide, very naturally sourced. And so let's talk about supplementation and exogenous collagen. So in your diet, you can get collagen from, of course, eating meats and animal products. And tendons and ligaments are almost 100% collagen. One of the best sources is bone broth. So I make bone broth at home quite a bit, and I make it as Vietnamese pho. And so Vietnamese pho, every place I go, I ask them, hey, is this pho? Are you guys cooking bones in there? And they're like, oh yeah, it's bone broth. And then I get beef tendon in that pho. And so I'm getting these big chunks of tendon. And I get tendons almost 100% collagen. I'm not sure how much of that tendon your body's actually able to digest and utilize. But when I make it at home, those tendons, they take like 5 hours to boil, to cook those down. And so that and then the bone broth, it takes a day or 2. So that kind of illustrates how tough that molecule is and how much actually cooking it takes to break it down into just a digestible form. But that's it, bone broth, the primary benefit you get from bone broth is collagen. And so the other source is going to be collagen peptides. Now, peptides is just a fancy way of saying small protein. And so think of like a tendon, it's all collagen, that's huge. So when we break it down, I'm gonna say a peptide, the definition is 50 amino acids or less. And so it's broken down into these little micro chunks that your body can absorb and utilize quickly. And so I was talking to my doctor about this, and he was saying, hey, you know, those tendons you're eating, I'm not even sure if your body can even utilize how much of that it is. So go ahead and supplement with a collagen peptide on top of that. And so the companies I recommend are going to be Great Lakes Collagen. Non-affiliate on any of these, I probably should be. But, and then another one I like is Zhao. They're just a good company, I like them. I'm not a huge fan of the Vital Proteins collagen. It's just everywhere now. I don't like it when a company is just in every store. That kind of tells me they've outsourced their production. And so I haven't heard anything bad about it, but I know those other two companies are really good companies. So I get the unflavored, and it goes in anything. You can put it in your coffee. You can put it in pizza sauce. You can put it in your cereal, and it just tastes kind of creamy. Actually, one of my favorite things is in my morning coffee is a scoop of collagen peptides and a scoop of MCT oil powder. You can get that from Zao too. That's a topic for another video, but those are two great sources. It's a worthwhile supplement. It's probably one of my favorite supplements that I give people, and it actually tastes great. I'm not a big fan of the pill form because you take enough supplements already. If I can get something that isn't in a pill form, I'm a lot happier about it. And I think that was about it. So, all right, guys, I hope that helps. If you have any questions or would like to talk to me, go to fitbodywork.com, automated scheduler, and find out where I'm at. So, all right, have a good day.